What's up, Capricorn? Let's see what message Spirit has for you on what you need to know. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Capricorn. I saw the devil. And I heard the devil, you know. So I feel like you guys could be witnessing toxic situations right now, or you guys could be toxic, okay? I feel like you guys could be putting people in their place. Yeah, see, I feel like Taurus is strong in your guys' reading. So is Virgo. So you could either have these placements, or you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Virgo. But I just feel like with that statement, you guys are either being toxic to people in a way where you're trying to get your point across, or people are being toxic around you. Okay, but like, I don't know, I was saying more like, let's say you're the kind of Capricorn that is easygoing. You don't, get bothered by people's antics. But let's just say someone's really, really pushing the envelope. Someone's really getting you to that point. I feel like you guys all of a sudden like flip a switch and like you have to be this version of yourself that A, you don't want to be, but B, you're like, I don't know how this person is going to understand if I don't do it like this. And so that's what it feels like. It feels like you don't have a choice but to be this person. And again, you guys represent the devil in the tarot card. And so that's why I feel like I saw the devil, because it's like you're showing up, not that you're like the devil, but it just feels like you're showing up in a way that like people just weren't expecting that from you, okay? And I feel like you're either being pushed to a limit when it comes to something, or you just don't want to deal with, you just don't want to have to continue to deal with these people, places, or things, right? You guys started off with the Ten of Swords, the World, Three of Cups, to the Four of Swords, to the Ace of Swords. Let's talk about clarity for a second, okay? I feel like you guys are starting to see things for what they are. You're starting to see people for who they are, right? It's like the devil in disguise, right? So again, I feel like the blinders are being lifted off of you. The veil has been lifted. I feel like you guys are definitely seeing people, places, things for what they are. And again, it's like, it goes back to that same quote I'm hearing. I saw the devil. And so again, it just feels like you guys are seeing the toxicity around you. And I feel like you guys are becoming more self-aware of this, all right? With the Ace of Swords, this is about illumination of clarity. This is about spirit trying to get you to see something because you don't see it, on top of understanding that that you're worthy of more, that you don't have to put up with these situations. You don't have to put up with these people. It doesn't matter how much you love them. It doesn't matter how much they, there's a loyalty factor that it feels like you guys don't want to break. But it's like, if you're outgrowing your friends or they're outgrowing you, because this could go one way or the other. If you're outgrowing a situation and you're still holding on to something because you feel loyal to it, but it's bringing you down, you really need to stop and get like the clarity and the understanding that it's not so much that you have to leave these people forever. You just have to leave them now because there's somewhere you need to be. Some of you guys could be in a hurry. Some of you guys could be rushing. Some of you guys could be on your way somewhere right now while watching this. You guys have the Ten of Swords coming in. All right, this is what you need to know. There's going to be some sort of ending that comes in. Those of you that are like in toxic relationships, again, you could be with someone that is displaying these toxic traits and habits. And so therefore you're like, I don't need this, okay? So I do see an ending coming for some of you, not for all of you, okay? This is for Capricorns that are in relationships that are being unhealthy, where you feel unhealthy. If you feel like someone is bringing you out of your character, if you feel like someone is like constantly trying to get a rise out of you, poking the bear, so to speak, I feel like this is what's coming for you guys, an ending. But it feels like relief, okay? I don't know why. With the World here, you guys definitely have a new cycle that's coming in for you. Again, remember, the World talks about ending cycles and starting cycles. So the fact that you have two cards that confirm each other, that practically mean the same things. But this is like for those of you that are still holding on to a situation, like I was talking about, those loyal ties. Like, this is your confirmation that what you're letting go of is not going to be better than what's coming in. Okay, so it's like you have better coming in for you guys. And again, this is about you understanding what you deserve. And so I feel like moving forward, you guys definitely have a new cycle that's coming in. And whatever this cycle is, it's because you were willing to be brave enough to let go of whatever this past cycle was, okay? And that's just what it is. I'm hearing was to is. I'm seeing like the Death card. You guys could be dealing with a Scorpio. I also see the, you could be dealing with a Leo, a Scorpio, or a Taurus there at the top, okay? So again, I feel like whatever this is, you guys are definitely needing to remove yourselves from a situation in order to help yourselves to move forward and heal, really is what it's about. Because I'm telling you, look, this new cycle, what you need to know, is going to be filled with celebrations. I feel like you guys are dealing with a Taurus or have a Taurus placements, because this is exactly the cards that I had for them, but it was backwards. It was the Three of Cups, and then the World was the next card, right? So again, it just feels like your next cycle is filled with celebrations. And again, I feel like this ending here with the Ten of Swords is definitely very like relief. That's all I'm feeling is relief. It's like, oh, okay, it's done, it's over. So some of you guys have been preparing to leave a situation or leave a person, and I feel like what you need to know is that when you do, you're going to feel this sense of relief. You're going to be open and welcome the next cycle, and because of that, you guys are going to be excited. This is like being excited to be single. This is like you guys going out, meeting people, having a good time. Now, whether or not this is like your hidden agenda, right? Let's say you guys are in a relationship, you're like, man, I miss being single, and so you're self-sabotaging. That's fine. I mean, you're still going to be, you're going to be single. You're going to definitely enjoy yourself, but some of you guys might hit a wall, is what I'm picking up on with this Four of Swords. Some of you guys are going to be like, damn, like, it was fun, but I do kind of miss this, that, and the other. And I feel like I'm hearing tread lightly on the decisions that you guys are making right now. Because again, it's summer. We're all out there. We're all having a good time. We're all drinking. We're all mingling with each other. We're all just, enjoying ourselves, our youth, right? Doesn't even matter how old you are. Like at the end of the day, we're all still very youthful, especially if you like to go out and you're very extroverted. And so it just feels like you guys could possibly hit a wall, because you're like, okay, after all the drinking, after all the people and all that stuff, it just really feels, yeah, out of a Taurus that just texted me, you guys could be dealing with a Taurus, I'm telling you, or have this placement. It just feels like, it just feels like whatever it is that you're doing or however it is that you're going about it, it feels like you guys are just going to be like, it feels like you guys are over a situation. It's like as quickly as you get into it is as quickly as you're over it, okay? So I feel like whatever it is that you're doing, I feel like moving forward, just be mindful of that. Also, too, you need to know, if you guys have been going like full speed, like working, going to the gym, you have like a busy schedule, you guys are actually going to slow down a bit, okay? You guys are actually going to try to incorporate more rest into your routine. And I feel like when you do that, when you take a moment to pause, when you take a moment to rest, I feel like this is where you're going to get the clarity. Because think about it, like when we're on the go, when we're running, we're doing all these things, like at the end of the day, you don't have time to think about anything, right? You're too busy being distracted. You're too busy having a good time. And so you don't know what's wrong until it's finally in your face. And then it's like you don't know what's right until you're finally like figuring out how to make the right things happen for you. So again, it just feels like whatever it is you guys are doing, it's definitely coming in as you're needing to take a minute, not go in hermit mode, because I don't see the hermit, right? But it does feel like you guys are going to be needing to take a minute to figure out what it is you want to do, how you want to go about these things. And I feel like good things are going to come from that, okay? I feel like you're just going to continue. Yeah, I split the deck. If you take a minute, if you just rest and meditate and think about the good things that you want to come to you, split the deck, Ace of Pentacles, my friends, okay? So again, it's up to you. All right, so that's what I have for you. Yeah, look, King of Pentacles at the bottom, they just came out, all right? So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Hopefully this helps and resonates. Catch you on the next one.